Well, Alec, I was saying, but City possibly used one of their 9 lives this season, but in games gone past with Albion Rovers, Gary's went on record as saying, it's tended to historically been 4-4-2 against a 4-4-2. Was there a change of formation today?
Well, I think in terms of how we were setting up, we knew what game we were going to be in for against Albion today. I think just over the course of the season so far, they have got the upper hand on us, and I think certainly we knew what we were going to be in for today. So in terms of what formation we were playing and such like, irrespective of that, we knew it was going to be a hard game nonetheless. Yeah, I think certainly in terms of using up one of our lives, I think we might have used up more than one. And from my own personal perspective, I think certainly Brian has played a blinder. He's played a really, really good game. Some of the saves that he pulled out there, fantastic, and certainly kept us in it, as well as the defending as well. The back four, all contributing towards that. We said at half time as well, we were fortunate to go in 0-0 at half time, I think, but just reiterated to the players that the game was here to be won. We just needed to grind it out, to dig in, do the nasty, do the dirty stuff within the game, and just make sure that we came away with at least a point today. And I think certainly we did that. The game could have went either way towards the tail end, and then fortunately, whether it was a penalty or not, I was too far away to see personally that the referee's given it, and thankfully Ryan's just put the ball in the back of the net.
Sure. And going back to the first half, did you have concerns about Riley, that the Albion 11? He was causing us a bit of concern.
Listen, there was more than him that was giving us a wee bit of problems on the pitch. But I think, as we said, in terms of just knowing what they were going to be bringing to the game, that from our perspective, we just matched them. It was as simple as that. For me, again, I'm glad that the monkey's off the back with Albion. It was a challenge this season with them, but fantastic credit to the boys. We dug in right to the 95th minute, and then we take the result at the end. So,
were you frustrated that we couldn't get a hold of the first half? I think we gained more midfield possession second half, to be fair, but again, that you would expect that. I don't think we could have played similarly like that in the second half.
No, and I think certainly in terms of the pitch, it wasn't conducive to free-flowing fancy football.
Yeah.
So in terms of the midfield, we were looking for them to get on the ball, but certainly in terms of playing the ball on the carpet, it wasn't conducive to that. So we were looking for alternatives within that, and certainly the likes of Uzi up front, Rai giving us that option when we're playing it long to get them turned. We were certainly trying to do that as well.
Yeah, and you could tell from the togetherness at the end of the game with the team in the centre circle. That was a big win for them, probably mentally.
Massive. I think we were looking at the stats, and majority of the boys have played 180 minutes of football over 65 hours. Yeah. So for them to turn out the performance that we did, it's a huge credit to them. The boys have done absolutely fantastic, and as I said, I think with that 3 points, just keeping us in the hunt there as well. I think Steny won today.
Steny's won today.
So that was a big result for us to ensure that we got that 3 points and just maintain that gap as well. But yeah, just delighted to get the 3 points, and certainly the performance for the boys. Can't take anything away from them. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And like you said at the beginning of the interview, the goalkeeping union is still strong. Straight in there and congratulating Brian.
Yeah, listen, massively. We know what Brian can do. It's unfortunate and frustrating for Jack Layfield as well. Jack's sitting in the wings there. He's quite capable and competent to step into the breach, but he can't do nothing. Brian's playing well for us, so and certainly with the performance today, it's a massive contribution towards the 3 points. Some of the saves you're just thinking, how's he managed to make them? But that's his job. That's why he's there.
And can you just give us an update? We saw Jack Bryden going off with a shoulder injury. Can you give us an update on how he is?
Yeah, again, I was just talking to the physio in there before coming out. I've never known a season like it at any club that I've been at for however long, in football. The injuries are just absolutely incredible. We're delving into the under-20 squad regularly to fill jerseys and such like. Jack's injury, my understanding was that the shoulder popped out. whether it was in the challenge, if he fell, I never saw that, but certainly that seemed to be the cause of the injury, and from that I think he managed to get it popped in as he was walking around the pitch. So thankfully and hopefully it's no too serious, but my understanding is that he's been taken away to hospital as well just to get it checked out.
Sure. And it's all about now taking care of the players for the next fixture coming up.
Certainly the cotton wool will be out massively. You know, we're going to wrap them up just to make sure that we don't sustain any further injuries, and certainly training, you know, it'll be as we normally are, but just being tentative. Can't afford any more injuries.
Yeah. Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks,
Enjoy the weekend.
And you, thank you, cheers.